Crypto Caesar Capital. Hope you're well. It's the 24th of October update on Bitcoin. What we're going to do is we'll have a look at Bitcoin on the lower time frame, then we'll look at the logarithmic MACD on the higher time frame, and then we'll look at altcoins quickly. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you watched my video a couple of days ago, you would have known that I was saying once this area here, this really the frontline resistance I was calling it, once that sort of 31.7 was broken, then that was going to open the door to the target of about 39 to 40K or so. And that target comes from the inverse head and shoulders that we can see here. We've got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. It's inverse, so it's bullish. Obviously, a head and shoulders pattern is bearish, but this is inverse, so it's bullish. And the technical target for a head and shoulders is to measure from the neckline to the head, and that measurement takes us around about 40K, which incidentally is the 618 Fibonacci, which is quite an important number when it comes to Fibonacci. So things are looking good. The technical target now is 40K. Whether Bitcoin can get above that, I don't know, but certainly the technical target is 40K. And it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if we maybe deviate slightly above the technical target and then we come back down to test this area of support, because this area here that was once resistance, we're going to have to see whether it's now support, has been there a long time. I mean, you know, we tried to break through it in April, we failed. We tried to break through again in May, we failed. We tried to break through all the way through June, even into sort of mid-July, and we failed. Then we came back down to the bottom of the range here, 25K, which we held nicely. And then we had another go, third time lucky, we've broken through it. So this area of which used to be heavy frontline resistance, we have to assume now, hopefully that will become support. And generally speaking, the market likes to come back and test areas of significant support. And this is an area of significant support, in my opinion. So likelihood is wherever we go, whether we just come down and test it now and then go, or whether we get there first and then come back down and test it, I don't know. But either way, I think there's a strong likelihood that at some point in the future, we're going to come back down and test this area of about, you know, around the 30K range, basically. So yeah, we've got the technical target of 39K. Then we've got the 786. Now, the 786 is a possible target this year. That's probably about as bullish as I get, I think, for this year. We haven't really got much of this year left, but there is the potential of Bitcoin coming up to the 50K range. But, you know, realistically speaking, we've got to break this 618 first. And that's going to be really, really difficult. It's not going to be easy to break through that at all. It's quite a significant Fibonacci number. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But, you know, as it stands, things are bullish. It could be that some people are trying to front run the ETF. Who knows what they know? But certainly the market is at the moment moving to the upside, which is very positive. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin on a bit of a higher time frame. So this, of course, is what I call the rhythm of Bitcoin, the, you know, 1 year bear market, 3 year bull market, 1 year bear market, 3 year bull market, etc. And as you know, and if you watch my videos and follow me on Twitter, you will know that I have been saying since November, December, really, when we called the bottom, that we are now technically in the beginning stages of the bull market. And I think that that's quite evident. Anyway, that aside, let's look at logarithmic MACD, because that's quite interesting at the moment. So this is the logarithmic MACD. This is not the linear MACD. So it's important that you use the correct MACD, because of course the chart we're using is logarithmic. So therefore the MACD should be logarithmic. You shouldn't really be using a linear chart on a logarithmic MACD or vice versa. So anyway, this is the logarithmic MACD. And what you can see here is that let's get in a bit closer so you can see, we have the MACD line crossing the signal line, and essentially this is what we call a bullish cross Okay, that's here. We've got the MACD line postured to the upside, crossed over the orange line, which basically means we have a bullish cross. That's really, really quite positive. And if we can continue with this posture to the upside and this nice cross here and close the week out, I know it's only Tuesday at the moment, but close the week out with this bullish cross, then I think that that is a really good indication that the bearish momentum that we had here has now finished or waned, and we are now in a bullish momentum or bullish cycle to the upside. So that's pretty positive. I would say that that's fairly bullish. I hadn't looked at that actually in some time. Yeah, really quite bullish. Anyway, so let's take a look at the altcoin market cap. So as you know, if you follow me on Twitter and my YouTube channel, you'll know that I prefer to look at the others chart when I'm looking at altcoins and the cycle of altcoins. The reason why is the others chart is essentially the top 150 cryptocurrencies minus the top 10. So it kind of cancels out the noise. It cancels out stable coins. Stable coins are causing a bit of a noise really in the other charts, the altcoin market caps, because, you know, even Tether on its own is about an $85 billion market cap stable coin. So that can really cloud the vision of the investor or trader when looking at these charts. So for me, I prefer to look at others. As I said, it's the top 150 cryptocurrencies minus the top 10. And we can see here that there is a clear cycle of accumulation, okay? And then when the halving happens, the halving of these vertical yellow lines, there's a clear breakout, okay? And then there's nice a discovery. And again, here, this was the last cycle where we had this area of accumulation, then we get the halving and there's a breakout and a nice discovery phase. So we're still technically in this area of accumulation. If Bitcoin can get to about 42K and then come back down to 25, that, sorry, 30, we might have a little bit of a deviation to the upside, but then it'll probably come back down. Okay, and then Bitcoin goes sideways, then boom, and then halving happens, and the likelihood is it will break out either just before or just after the halving, I would imagine. However, what we've got to take into account really when we're thinking about the cycles of cryptocurrency and indeed Bitcoin is that, you know, we have this ETF looming, and that could cause a lot of price appreciation to the upside and FOMO, etc. So we've got to keep an eye on that. But I think really everything seems to be moving towards the 4-year cycle, as it always has done. Anyway, that is the video for today. I hope you are all well. If you want to join my group and get the 10 altcoin picks, our 33-page document on the 10 altcoins we see performing best this bull cycle, then shoot me an email through my website or DM me on Twitter, and we can get you into the group and you can get that document and we can start helping you and educating you in relation to cryptocurrency markets. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you're well. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.